What if the money you've been paying into Social Security your whole life wasn't guaranteed to be there when you retire? And what if a brand new policy, pitched as a way to help babies save for the future, was actually a backdoor to privatize the entire system? Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent just made headlines by admitting that Trump's so-called baby accounts could be a path toward privatization of Social Security. And today, we're going to break down exactly what that means for your retirement, for your family's future, and for the entire economy. Stay with me, because this is one of the most important money conversations happening right now. Welcome back to Asset Bloom, the channel where we decode the big financial stories shaping your money, your future, and your freedom. Today's topic is one that affects every single American worker, and even viewers in Canada and the UK, because the debate over public pensions versus privatization is global. Here's the situation. In July 2025, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent made a stunning comment, calling Trump's baby accounts a backdoor for privatizing Social Security. Why is this explosive? Because Social Security isn't just another government program. It's the bedrock of retirement security in the U.S., paying benefits to over 71 million Americans every month. But the Social Security Trust Fund is projected to run dry by 2033, and instead of raising taxes or cutting benefits, some argue that privatization, letting people invest their contributions in the stock market, is the solution. But is it? Or is this the beginning of a dangerous shift where retirement security depends not on guarantees, but on Wall Street's ups and downs? 1. What did Bessent actually say? In an interview, Bessent openly said that Trump's baby accounts could be a backdoor for privatization. That means, while the accounts start as a $1,000 gift for newborns, they could evolve into something bigger, a replacement or partial replacement for Social Security benefits. Key quote, "This program could reshape how Americans think about retirement savings, shifting responsibility from government to individuals." Imagine you're a 25-year-old worker today. You've been paying into Social Security for a few years. Under privatization, instead of your contributions guaranteeing you a set benefit, they might go into an investment account. That account could grow, or it could shrink in a market crash. 2. A quick refresher: how Social Security works. Social Security is a pay-as-you-go system. Today's workers fund today's retirees. Average monthly benefit, around $1,915 in 2025. For many seniors, that's the difference between poverty and dignity. But because of demographic shifts, longer life expectancy, fewer workers per retiree, the trust fund is projected to run out by 2033. In 1960, there were 5 workers per retiree. Today, only about 2.8 workers per retiree. By 2035, it will be closer to 2.3. 3. Privatization, the case for it. Supporters argue privatization isn't a trap. It's an opportunity. Higher returns. Historically, the stock market outpaces Social Security's return rate. Ownership. Individuals would have direct control over their money. Inheritance. Unlike Social Security, private accounts could be passed to heirs. If you had invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 in 1990, it would be worth over $22,000 today. That's the power of compounding. 4. Privatization. The risks. But the risks are just as real, if not bigger. Market volatility. A 2008-style crash could wipe out retirement savings overnight. Inequality. Wealthier families could invest smarter, while lower-income families may struggle. Safety net erosion. Social Security isn't just retirement. It funds disability and survivor benefits. Privatization threatens that safety. Think of a single mom earning $30,000 a year. She doesn't have time to study markets. If her privatized account loses 40% in a downturn, there's no guaranteed safety net. 5. The political angle. Trump frames baby accounts as a gift for every newborn, a populist promise. Democrats argue it's a slippery slope toward dismantling Social Security. Globally, we've seen similar debates. UK pensions, mix of state plus private. Canada, CPP, more stable but also facing demographic pressures. Once you open the door to privatization, it rarely stops at just a little. 6. What does this mean for Gen Z and millennials? Gen Z, born after 1997, may not be able to rely on Social Security at all by retirement. Baby accounts could be their first real investment tool, but only if managed responsibly. The challenge, balancing opportunity with protection. So, is Social Security being privatized? Not officially, not yet. But Scott Bessent's words confirm what many have suspected. Policies like Trump's baby accounts could be the first step in shifting retirement responsibility away from government guarantees and onto individuals. For some, that's empowerment. For others, it's a trap. What's clear is this: if you're Gen Z or millennial, you can't afford to ignore this conversation, because your retirement may look very different from your parents' or grandparents'. If you found this breakdown helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to Asset Bloom, and turn on notifications, because we'll keep diving into the money policies shaping your future. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think privatization is the solution or a trap? Comment below. I'll be replying to as many as I can. Until next time, take control of your money and let it bloom.